we're not. Now we are.
Yeah, we are. Now we are.
How do we see questions and stuff?
Yeah, we need questions. I gotta go to my
Alright.
cut all these ads off.
Probably gonna be a little bit before.
Yeah, that's how it
No,
normally is.
watching, right?
Okay, I got the chat. I don't know if the chat will work, but I got it to my right. So I don't really know if that'll work.
Anthony?
Yep.
You can tell if it's working or not, right? I mean, no, wait, how many people are watching it? Right?
Yeah, if you go on another, what is it? If you go on the video.
Okay.
I'm going to.
Are y'all on the video?
I just posted the link. I mean, posted in
Yeah,
my.
yeah, I got it on my phone right now.
Alright.
I'm about to say we're live.
I'm going to. You might hear a little background noise. I don't know. But yeah, I got the chat pulled up, so.
Okay.
So if anyone comments, we'll see it.
Let me see.
Yeah, I'm gonna. We should post a pic on Instagram telling people we're live. If someone's gonna do that.
Right now, I'm gonna tell them to ask questions in YouTube comments or on Instagram.
On Instagram telling people we're live.
Alright.
Alright, I just posted it.
Alright.
I'm the thumbnail now. Look so retarded. I'm the freaking thumbnail. I'm just gonna screenshot it and just post it.
Who's watching?
Who?
There's one person watching.
Okay.
They are?
Yeah, too. It's probably us.
We're just gonna wait until some people get watching, and hopefully they will.
Yeah, I guess we're just gonna have to watch it from our phones or our computers next to us because I'm not at my house where I have my computer sitting right next to me.
That's what they always do, though. They always wait till there's more people. So, you know.
Yeah.
No big deal.
No, I had to do it.
I
had to do it.
Had to do what? Oh, that?
Alright, I just made my post. I put the link in the description, so.
That's what I'm doing too.
I guess I just put the link in my bio.
Um,
That would be smarter than.
I wish we could see who's watching.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, why are comments disabled?
They are?
That's what it says. I just clicked on it.
oh, cause on the sidebar you can say stuff on the sidebar.
Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah. I can. If anyone, hopefully, I have the
It said we
chat.
had.
So if someone's on there.
Yeah.
I can. If anyone, hopefully, I have the
It said we got 2 viewers.
We do.
Now
Yeah.
one.
If anyone, hopefully, I have the
We got 2 viewers.
Like it's echoing so bad. Like after I talk, it's like 5 minutes later. It's.
I know the delay is really bad.
Alright. Gotta get the link.
There's 2 now.
They are.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to freaking do all this crap. I suck at doing this.
Alright. Go back to Alright, got the link.
We up to 3.
You guys ask us any questions so we can
Yeah.
start it on answering.
Yeah, there's a sidebar. Like, it's not in the comments. It's kind of over to the side, and you can type what you want to ask, and we'll answer it. So anything, we're good with it.
I'm gonna like type something in there, see if you guys can see it.
And if you guys want to be kind, you guys can subscribe to all of our channels. If you
We'll
have,
probably. Alright, I just posted something. I was like, we are taking questions, something like that.
All right. There's
Tell me
5.
I'm trying to go to my DMs right now.
oh, there goes
Dude.
Hey,
Bailey's in there.
I need to go. Y'all go check out LA Jigs. That's my sponsor, and I tell you, he makes some great stuff. If y'all go watch my videos, you'll see me catching them, and I mean, go check him out. I've got some stuff in. I know I've got his link somewhere in my Instagram. If not, Google him at www.lajigs.com, and he will. I mean, go order some jigs, check him out. Everything got some great products in there. They catch.
Yeah, I've actually heard of him before.
Yeah, he's
Someone
on Instagram.
told me about him.
Yeah, he's right here local too.
No,
Yeah,
he's a cool guy.
I have a bunch of those kind of companies follow me on Instagram. I got a bunch of fishing companies like Hog Customs, all those kind of.
We got some guys on Instagram. Alabama Hunter says he's watching, and greetings from Huntsville, Alabama, by the way, in case y'all aren't familiar with that. And we've got somebody that just asked me, "What's your favorite bass tackle and why?"
Okay.
I'll take it, and I'll let y'all take it if that's all right.
What was the question again? I'm looking at this comment we have on the chat. So.
What's your favorite bass tackle and why?
All right.
And I'm gonna say that there really isn't one particular bait, and if you're a fisherman, you're probably gonna know that it depends on the application where you are. For sure, that it's really not just one magical bait. However, I'll say that I'm really fond of crankbaits and jigs. Those are probably just my favorite to fish. I just like to fish them.
That's
All right. Well,
go
you go
ahead.
ahead.
You go ahead, man.
All right. I mean, I don't like he said. Like, I don't really have a straight up favorite bait, but I would say the bait I would go to in any water conditions would be like a 3/8 Strike King hack attack jig with a Strike King race tail trailer for it, and just whatever the colors are, I have it. So.
Same for me. I like to search for the fish first, and if I find an area where they're biting a certain bait, then I will go to that bait.
To the slower presentation.
Yeah.
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 Like, for instance, I would use a crankbait as a search bait or a chatterbait, some type of moving bait, to find where the fish are, and then I would stop and fish it for a little bit. If they're not there, then move on to the next area.
Like something to cover water fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I'm just going ahead and give a shout out to Strike King. I'm probably going to be partnering with them. They're probably going to be one of my first sponsors. So, see if I can get them. Hopefully, be pretty cool.
I'm just wondering real quick, but are y'all with that nationalprostaff.com thing?
Yeah.
Sorry.
I forgot. He says, "Hey, I'm watching." It's
Bailey.
yeah, BB. I don't even know how to pronounce it.
That's the owner of LA Jigs.
Alright. Alright, well, I remember one question from Instagram that someone DM'd me like today, and he said, what's your worst encounter with someone on the water? So
You don't own the water, bro.
do what?
That Andrew Flair stuff. You don't
Oh,
own
yeah, that's
the water.
hilarious.
Yeah, I have one thing like that. We were on Jordan one day. You know that Anthony, you know that where the small dam is and where the big dam is?
Yeah, I know what the big dam is and small.
Okay. Yeah, and you know where the smaller dam is? If you cut, like if you're coming this way from the dam and you turn left into the canal,
Oh yeah, I
that
know where
smaller
my
dam.
granddad lives.
Yeah. We were coming around that big old rocky point.
He's lagging. Dang.
Did he get cut?
I don't know. He's still on the screen. I think his thing's just lagging.
I think the Wi-Fi went out or something.
Maybe. I might have to invite him again. You got any encounters? You good, Coleman?
Yeah,
I just invited him again. You got any encounters?
I'm seeing you. What do you mean the counters? What?
Like on the water.
Oh, not really. Just, I mean, you see stupid stuff happening. I mean, there's not a lot you can do about it
True.
legally.
But yeah, there's some people on here saying, what do you fish with in the winter?
Yeah. Slow presentation for me.
Yeah, I use slow for presentation. I use like little finesse baits, and that's what really attracts bass. I use crawfish in the winter because the shad are starting to die and stuff like that.
Yeah. The idiot who just asked, how do you catch a bass? Yeah, that's my friend, Mitchell. So shout out to him for being stupid.
What else do you use? You use any I like using underspins like that fish head spin. Like
I've heard a lot of good things about him, but I hadn't had a chance to try one yet.
yeah, I tried one. My first time ever trying one, I used it in that Lake Jordan tournament.
Mm-hmm.
I made a video about it, but I used that and I actually caught a fish. Oh, he said his laptop got overheated.
Okay. What do you want to do?
I don't know. Let me see. What's y'all's definitions of a toad like weight wise? What?
That's all right. He's messing with me. Okay. It's kind of like a little inside joke thing. But he calls everything a toad, but Mitchell, I'm gonna say that a real toad has to be at least 3.5 pounds.
Yeah, true. All right. He said he's gonna join back. But Alabama Bow Hunting said, have you guys ever used D-Bomb Crawl by Missile Baits? Yes, I actually have used one. I've used some in the pond by my house, and I've had some good success with them.
I have not. I've heard a lot of good things about them. Again, I just haven't had a chance to use them. I'll tell y'all my favorite soft plastic brand as far as like different styles go is Berkeley Havoc for pretty much creature baits and stuff. And then I'm going to use Culprit for most all worms, like curly tails and stuff like that. I really like theirs. I've had good luck with it.
Yeah, I like using those. That's pretty cool. But I like using them Texas rig, and I fished them off the bottom, like in deep water. And I also use them like flipping up in cover and stuff, like lay down trees and stuff like that. I actually, when I was using them, I pegged the weight. Here you go. I pegged the weight and stuff. So that's what I use. That's what I did.
And I also use like looping up in cover and stuff, like lay down trees and stuff like that.
I'm just getting my phone on, watching. Yeah, my laptop got overheated. I was sitting on my bed and I was the most retarded. I did.
Mitchell said, "How big for real? How big is a toad?"
Oh yeah, I want to answer that question. For me, I would say more than likely, what I would call a toad would be like a 4 or 5. I normally call a 5 a toad, but you know.
I say 3.5, 4.
Yeah, I mean, it's just what you think. So.
Yeah.
I think it has something to do with your location too.
Yeah.
He lives on Miller's Ferry. This is not fair.
Yeah, that's true.
Alabama bow hunting. He says I caught a 7-pounder with once before. I guess he's talking about
Mr. Bates.
Yeah, Mr. Bates.
Yeah.
Actually, go ahead.
Y'all ask some more questions.
Yeah, about the Mr. Bates bait. I've actually, if I read it right, yeah, I used a D-bomb on in Cooter's Pond one day, and I snatched up a couple good ones.
Yeah, I heard about Cooter's Pond. I wasn't gonna actually go there, but it was cold.
Yeah, they did.
It's a place on Lake Jordan or somewhere.
No, Cooter's Pond is on the Alabama River. It's down in Prattville.
Yeah, I heard about it. I just never went.
It's really good for fall fishing. It's got a cove. It's on a golf course or country club, and it's got some cypress trees. It's got grass for frogging early in the morning. It's a really good place. Yeah, I mean.
On the Coosa, my dad's friend, he was crappie fishing. A spotted bass came out and ate his crappie.
Mm.
And it was an 8-pound spot.
I think the biggest spot I've ever caught was like 4.
Mine's like 3.
Never caught a spot. I've never been that far north to get one.
I mean, I don't live up north, but
I'm still new to bass fishing.
Yeah.
My dad didn't grow up bass fishing or anything. He started hunting when he was like a teenager, but other than that, I mean, I don't really have many people to teach me much other than my uncle. He's had a big influence on fishing.
Yeah.
I didn't. Go ahead.
Go ahead. You go ahead.
Well, I didn't really start bass fishing until I came here, but I really haven't started. Like, I really started fishing in that pond behind my house, and like my friend Cameron, the one I always fish with on my videos, he always goes fishing with me and stuff, and he was teaching me stuff. But my dad used to go bass fishing and stuff all the time because I used to live in Alaska.
Dang.
I used to salmon fish.
All right.
Oh, he said Alabama Bohan said, "What part of Alabama are you in?"
I guess I would be considered where I live would be south, or kind of south, whatever part Montgomery's in. So I don't really pay attention to that stuff.
Yeah.
I'm in East Alabama. I'm like right on the border of Georgia, basically.
Lake Eufaula.
Yeah, Lake Eufaula. I live in
And
Phoenix.
I'm down. Yeah. Wait.
Go ahead.
All right, I'm down there's a delay. Something's messing up.
Go ahead and talk.
Okay. I live down by Gulf Shores. Y'all probably know where that is. Everybody goes there for vacation. But I don't live right there. I live about an hour away from it.
I actually been up that way. I was in Mobile.
When?
It was probably like 2 summers ago. I went for Mardi Gras. Well, not summer, but I went to Mardi Gras up there.
Yeah.
Is that good, Mardi Gras? I've never been, but I've heard.
That is awesome stuff, man.
Alright, someone just DM'd me. They apparently don't know how to spell, but they said,
Call them out.
I don't want to. Because then I'll get called out for some of the dumb crap I've done before. But they spelled, I just gotta do this because it's so stupid. They spelled what, W-U-T, and I'm not gonna say some of the others. So.
All right,
But
come on.
they said name. They said name all your boats. So they're talking to all of us. And they said, what kind of boats do you guys have?
Well, I have 3 boats.
Yeah, I got 3, 2.
Name them.
I got a Spectrum. I have a Bass Tracker, and I have a Triton 2016.
I got a 2016 TRX 20 Triton, then a little Aluminacraft John boat, I think that's what it's called, and then I got a Starcraft, not John boat, pontoon boats, that's what you call them. Yeah.
I've got, technically, if you consider a canoe a boat, then we've got 2 of those. But anyway, a couple old, and we've got a 17-foot bass boat. It's a low Stinger 170.
Let me see if there's any more questions.
Okay, so Alabama Bow Hunting said, have you guys ever fished in Gunnersville?
Nope. I wanted to so bad.
I have. I went during last summer. The fishing was pretty good. The frog and bite was amazing. The first 2 or 3 mornings we were there, and then the flipping bite started, and then that was about midday. The punching bite started, and we caught a few dinks doing that. And then toward the afternoon, we started flipping baby brush hogs and worms. We caught a 3-pounder, and that's 3.5, 4 pounders, the biggest one I caught. But that's definitely a place you need to go during the summer, late summer, I should say. It's awesome place.
I actually could have went a couple months ago for my bass club, but I couldn't go because my dad had to go.
Yeah.
I've never been fishing pretty much anywhere north of Marengo County, Alabama.
That's down where I am. So.
Yeah. And I just had, y'all know Team Waggy, or AO Bassman probably. He said y'all didn't invite me, LOL, but just so you know, it's kind of sudden, so sorry about that, but there's a shout out, Team Waggy. Go check him out. He's got some bass fishing videos down in New Mexico.
All right, Alabama Bow Hunting says I live on Gunnersville. It's great. So, I think
Alabama Bow Hunting. I'm gonna stay at your house, and I'm going fishing.
All right. Oh, never mind. Someone said they just DM'd me and they said, how is fishing off a pontoon boat? Is it good or bad? I guess they're basically referencing me since I said I have a pontoon boat, but you know, it's actually, if I had to fish on it in tournaments and stuff or everyday fishing, I would not fish in it. It really sucks because you got all the seats and stuff to factor in, and then if you're throwing a crankbait and you get 6 hooks in the seat, you're screwed. So I wouldn't know smart.
The only reason I considered a pontoon boat was to go like, what is that stuff called?
Pontoon. Tubing.
Not yet. It's like throwing out noodles. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, jugging.
That's why I forgot what it's called. Yeah. It's fun to go out of there and do that. Actually, on Lake Jordan the other day, our jugs flew all the way up to the dam by the rocks, by the canal, and they got stuck in the thing, and we tried to get them out, but we couldn't do it.
I don't know, I might have fished one when I was younger. I can't remember. Seems like I have, but it just seems like there'd be way too much stuff getting in the way.
Yeah, that is just... Oh yeah, I forgot to give it out, but shout out to Monster.
Shout out to who?
Monster.
Wait, oh, I see it now. Yeah, Monster. Go sponsor Getting Some Bass TV.
Do what?
Shout out to Bass Munitions, my sponsor. Yeah.
I contacted them because I ordered some of their baits and I really liked them. I contacted them.
You talking about Casey?
Yeah, I think it was him.
Talking about the day I posted that video?
Oh yeah. That video.
I was trying to get jigs. Like, I just ain't never tried their jigs out. I was really gonna try them out.
Yeah, the best jig company, I've never used them, but I've noticed how their heads and you know, they got the eyes like basically like striking is linear jigs.
Oh yeah, I tried some of those.
Yeah, their slim jig design head. I mean their head design. It looks awesome. I love those kind of jig heads. I'm gonna have to pick me up some one day when winter really hits.
Mm-hmm.
Let me say real quick, I'm not sponsored by this company, but Bandit Crankbaits makes some killer lures, especially for where I live in the Mobile, South Delta. We use them a lot. If you go read any local article about fishing in the Mobile Delta, you're gonna see something about Bandit Crankbaits. So if you live down here, and I mean that's really the crankbait to use, in my opinion, you're gonna catch fish on it.
Yeah, I've used some of them. The hooks are. I'm not trying to like whatever you call it. I'm not trying to like throw them under the bus, but their hooks are basically trash if you ask me. But all the ones I have, I've switched out the hooks to some Trocars and you know all that.
I'm not gonna spend that much money on switching out the hooks. I know y'all are gonna like dog me about that. Anybody watching probably, but I just don't.
Yeah, I mean, if you can spend, like, if you've seen my last video, Fishing on a Budget, you know, if you can spend the lowest amount of money you can, I would jump on that because all these big brand hooks like Trocars and, what else, Gamakatsus, all that, they're really expensive, but, you know, like I mentioned in that video, you don't need exactly a name brand hook, you know, just get whatever's cheap enough for you.
Yeah. Look. All right. Look at what our grandfathers did when they were kids and they were fishing. They didn't use none of that.
And my grandfather example, he loves Trocar hooks for his baby brush holes, and you know, I was like, how did you've been fishing for 60 something years, and you know, you've never done this before, and it's like, well, all right. Have you guys seen the Alabama bow hunting question yet?
The one that just went up.
How would you fish this pond? It's a big pond, deep, thick grass on the bottom and cold. If it were me, I would go to a fluke. I would go to like a subsurface bait, like a fluke, or fish something weightless like a trick worm, or I'll use a mojo rig. A mojo rig is like a split shot rig basically, except it will slide. The weight will slide through the grass easier.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me, I would use something weedless. It depends how high the grass is. If it was like a foot off the bottom, I'd probably throw a shallow running crankbait, reeling it slow, or a Texas rig, just whatever you can Texas rig it.
Or I'll try Carolina rig,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
I would try something like what is it called? Try something that you can fish above the water, the grass line, like a spinnerbait or something like that.
That's what I'm saying though. Like what Jay said about the shallow running crankbait. If you can get to a shallow part of the pond, that's what I would do. Is like take it off the grass and stuff, and then also I would probably try slow roll on a spinnerbait, let it sink down to the bottom, and just play around with that some because it's virtually weedless.
Throw a swim jig, a boat,
Yeah.
something like that.
Okay, so Dawson James says, "What is a good cheap bass boat, like the Bass Raider, Pond Prowler, etc.?"
This year.
Yeah, I would either say a Pond Prowler. You just better not be expecting a whole bunch of storage. They're fairly cheap. If you're looking to spend around $1,000 or a little higher than that, I would prefer you go to Craigslist. And the boat I got, it was sitting in the pond getting weathered real bad. It was $500 trailer and boat, but you just got to be able to take the time to spend. You got to spend a little more money than what you paid for the boat. But if you're willing to take the time and really put some effort into fixing it, I would prefer a John boat. Just find one of these John boats on Craigslist around your area that's someone's basically gonna throw away. And if it's have a trailer, I jump on the trailer. So basically a pond prowler or a cheap John boat.
I would have to agree with him on that about the John boat. Just look around on the internet and stuff, you'll find something eventually. They're not that expensive.
No, like I spent nearly 2 months trying to find the boat I got. Like I said, it was only $500, so we got by pretty cheap. But before you go out, you think you're gonna put like a deck on it, do all that. Before you do any of that, fill the boat with water, with the water hose, fill it up in water, and see if the rivets leak. That's one thing that I didn't do on mine. And as soon as we put it in, the boat started filling up with water, but it wasn't that big a deal. We fiberglassed it. We got all the rivets fixed, and it's good to go now.
If it were me personally, I would just basically say what Jay did, because I mean, you're gonna find a cheaper price. But if you're looking to buy something new, you might as well just go ahead and spend that money and customize the way you want it and get everything you want, and then you won't have to worry about it later on.
Yeah, after Christmas, or either tomorrow or Christmas Eve, I'll be putting a video out on my boat, just reviewing it, basically showing you what I did. And I'll sit down and explain that to you, like how I found it and all that stuff.
Another good thing, I have an inflatable boat that I used on the water, like one of my first videos that was like really sucky, but I had like an inflatable boat. I had like an inflatable boat, but it's like it's pretty cool and stuff. It's like it's not gonna like bust open if you don't like take care of it or something. Like if you ran into some wood, like some sharp wood, it might. But if you're careful about what you're doing and stuff, it's like a good thing to have, and it like floats across the water real good with like.
Oh yeah.
Motor.
But another good thing, if you can run to Academy, and it may be a little hard, but get a kayak for like $300. You can get a fishing kayak with a couple rod holders in the back, and normally if you get a good one, it'll have some compartments that you can put your stuff in. And kayaks, probably, if you're just starting bass fishing or fishing in general, I would probably start off with a kayak. They're pretty cheap.
That's what I wanted. I wanted a kayak.
Yeah, I had some, but I never used them.
Or
I
get
want one for high school graduation.
Yeah, get a kayak. I mean, a canoe. Like Coleman does. Like I like
one
that.
that's like. Go ahead.
I like that setup that you got, like, cause it's not too big and it can fit more than one person, and you have
What?
this setup for your camera and all that. Your canoe.
Oh yeah, I like it too. I mean, it's not a kayak. It's not going to keep everything dry as well, and you're not going to be able to secure it as well. But it does pretty good. You can't go as fast in it.
Well, a
As long as I'm
canoe,
floating on the water, I'm good.
yeah, like a canoe, it's pretty good. You know, they're just a touch higher than a kayak, but you can put some of them you can put a trolling motor on the back, a little trolling motor.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we do. 'Cause both of ours have transoms, and you can put a trolling motor on it. We have one. I just don't use it that much in the pond.
Alabama Bow Hunting said, "Would you got like?" He made like 4 comments, but
Yeah, I know, right? That's what I was thinking.
I think spell check kept messing up on him.
he said like, swim ain't this time of year imitating a dying shad. Like a swim bait ain't good at this time of year. I don't know how to say it, but like on like making it look like a imitating the dying shad on the bottom, like a swim bait. Like how would it be good? I don't know, something like that.
Reword that for us. Put it back in there, and we'll try and answer your question, buddy.
Okay, with a swim bait, I'm trying.
You're gonna try to get it.
Alright, with a swim bait, I don't know how to say it.
All right, I got another one.
I think this is what he's trying to say. Swim bait. This time of year, imitate a dying shad.
I don't know.
I don't know, but let's just move on from that one. Just reword it. Alabama bow hunting. All right.
Bass Info TV said, well, I guess he's making an opinion about the boats. So he said spend $1,300 or $1,300 through $1,500 and get a used bass tracker. What do you guys think about that?
You know, when we were looking for a John boat for me, we saw a bunch of them in the $1,000 to $2,000 range, but we got to looking at some pictures and none of them look good at all. They look like they've been sitting in the weather and the seats are all ripped. And I would just, I would start off with a John boat and just customize it. I wouldn't go for the cheapest boat of all, but you want to get something that you can rely on and you're not going to have to do too much work to it. But mostly the bass trackers that I saw on Craigslist for that kind of price just, sucked. I would not buy them.
Same thing with
Let me
me.
say something real quick about the John boat. I don't know if y'all, I'm sure some of y'all watch Andrew Flair fishing, but he had a John boat a while back that he had made like a plywood deck for on the front two seats, and I mean, I'd actually thought about doing that back before we got a boat. We were kind of looking at some John boats, but I don't think that'd be a bad idea personally.
Yeah, I wouldn't think that's a bad idea. Like, the only problem is, like, if you're buying a bass tracker, you have to make sure everything on it is good and it's working. And the only bad thing about buying a bass tracker is, like, you have to work on it a lot. Like, it depends on, you have to check the motor, you have to do plenty of things to it to, like, actually get it in good working condition just to go out on the water and actually fish it. That's the only reason I would get like a John boat and do what Coleman said, like what Andrew Flair did, is like convert it into a bass boat, and you can get everything on it good. You don't have to buy a big motor and everything for it.
Yeah.
It would cost more money.
Yeah, Dawson James said, could I put a 5 horsepower outboard on a 12-foot John boat?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would actually say the minimum that it says for my boat said they can only put a 4, but who really cares what that says? But it just depends if you're gonna put a gas tank back there. Weight for me and my John boat was a big factor because you had to think of the deck and the trolling motor up front and my depth finder and all that, because we use marine grade plywood, I want to say.
Yeah.
And it weighs a bunch because, all that was able to do. But yeah, I would just spend a little money and go and buy like a 5 horsepower Merc that has the gas tank built into the motor and just have the motor and gas in one little, setup. So yeah, I would say yes.
Like my,
Alabama bow,
well, go ahead.
Alabama bow hunting reworded his question.
Oh
I don't
yeah.
know if y'all saw that.
But I was gonna say about this boat thing. I had to with my Spectrum, I had to fix it. Like I had to redo the whole decking, and it wasn't a bad. It wasn't like a bad process, and it was like easier than I thought it would be. You just have to get the plywood and recarpet and everything like that, but it wasn't as bad as you guys think it would be.
Yeah, we're starting to get a little more people commenting, but the Bass Info TV guy, he says, I just got a 1983 Bass Tracker 3 with new carpet, 50 horsepower Merc, new decking, and new batteries for $2,000. Runs 35 horsepower, miles per hour, with 2 people in it. Well, I didn't necessarily say on the Bass Tracker deal that all of them were gonna be bad, but I'm just saying the ones I saw were bad.
All right, let's answer Alabama bow hunting's question because he asked first, basically. Would you fish a swim bait on bottom imitating a dying shad? To me, I would do it because what you're doing is you're attracting the bass in, like you're giving them a different perspective of what a dying shad would be like, and to me, I think that's a good thing or a good way to catch fish, because just like with a lipless crankbait, what I do, I fish it different ways. You can either do a steady retrieval back to you, or what I do, I rip it up off the bottom.
Yeah, I do yo-yo it.
I'll let it sink all the way to the bottom and jerk it up twice, and it will imitate a dying shad.
Yeah, I would definitely do that. But I've never done it. But it sounds like a good technique that would mimic a dying shad. So I would definitely do it.
I probably would too, but I'll say I like to stick to the things that I know I can catch fish on, and I mean that's really all I got to say about that.
Yeah.
Bass in the South says, anyone else still using frogs? They're still working for me.
Bass in the South got to talk about frogs. He's a frog master.
Yeah, I've actually seen some of his videos.
Yeah, he's a good fisherman and everything. I know he's trying out those lunker hunts. That's his favorite frog.
I'll go check him out.
What I do, like when I was in Florida on my fishing video, I was using a lunker hunt, but the only problem with it was like I didn't get a smaller version of it. Like if I would have had the smaller version, I would have had a lot more hits. I had the bigger version and I really wasn't getting enough fish to hit it, and that was like fishing a pond with smaller fish in it. But yeah, like it depends on where you're at. I mean, like any time of the year, a fish will hit a frog. It just depends on how hungry they are and the oxygen in the water and everything like that.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah, Dawson James. I think he's done this comment more than once. He says, I'm a young fisherman too, so it would be hard to get the money for a bass tracker, so I'm sticking to a John boat. For me, I'm the youngest one here. Not really a trash can, but I'm the youngest one here. I'm 12, so it's super hard for me to find money. I mean, I pretty much know where he's coming from. You just gotta jump on the money situation. You have to jump on everything you can find. That's how I basically paid for some of my fishing stuff. Yeah, I just jumped on everything that I saw that could possibly earn me $1.
Yep. Like when good idea is, I would just like go out and cut people's yards if you have anybody near you. Try to do anything. Basically, what you can do to get money.
Let me tell you something. Okay. If you really want the boat, talk to your parents about giving up the satellite TV to get the boat. That's what
Yeah,
we did. And real quick, let me say one more thing. One more thing. Hey, Brandy, if she's out there watching. Okay, so there's your shout out, Brandy.
Alright, I actually have to disagree with Bassett Info TV. He says, I have done 2 John boat to bass boat conversions. First was a low flat bottom John boat. Second was a Starcraft Seafarer. And then the second, I don't even know how to pronounce that, so I just did the best I could. In the second comment, he says, it only takes 5 hours and $250 to make a great bass boat. I actually have to disagree to him, in the fourth comment, he says, or $500 for a boat and $250 for a decent conversion. I actually have to disagree. My boat was a surprise, but my dad texts me every single day pictures, and we FaceTime and all that to see the progress. And the boat cost $500 itself. So we spent about, I want to say, close to $1,000 more just on the supplies to make it, fishable and not even make it decent. So, I need to reword that. My dad spent nearly 2 weeks on that boat, and he worked from 5 a.m. to nearly 10 a.m. every single day working on it. So.
Yeah, boat. It's gonna take a lot more work than what you think it is. It's like if something messes up on the boat, then you're gonna have to redo it. So
yeah, it's
not gonna
definitely
be a certain amount of money just to make a boat, unless you found like a different way, or you just I don't know. But that's just my perception of it.
yeah. But
Alabama Bow Hunt said, "How old are you guys?" I'm 16.
I'm 12. I just turned 12.
14.
All right. Another question.
Okay, so Mitchell Crozier says, how do you catch bass? Yeah. I was about to say, I was like, haven't we seen this like 6 times before?
I'd come through that smacking right now if I could.
Bass Info said, check out my channel for my conversion. I have all the plans. I'll check you out, man. I'll check you out, Bass Info.
Yeah, I will too.
And by the way, I like that trick shot video you put out. It was pretty cool.
Who, me?
No, Bass Info. I seen him.
Oh, I was about to say mine sucked.
I still haven't gotten that done yet. I was gonna work on that yesterday, and then it started pouring rain and stuff, and I couldn't find part of my camera mounts and stuff, so I couldn't.
Yeah, I was gonna do the same thing today, but
the day I did mine, I was just, I don't know, I was bored and I just started flipping.
I liked some of yours. I like the one with the kid going over his head, and that was a good one.
Mitchell Cole said biggest personal bass of all y'all.
8'2".
Mine's about 8 pounds.
About 5.5.
Hey, that's actually pretty good if you just started.
I mean, if you just started out, yeah.
I mean, it's not like just started. It's like a few years. But
I mean,
still need everything.
I lived in Alaska and I was just catching salmon, so nothing.
Alaska?
Yeah.
You live in Alaska?
Yeah, for a little bit.
That's cold.
Yeah, it's not as cold as it. Like when you get used to the weather, it's not bad.
It's gonna be like 80 degrees down here where I am on Christmas, y'all.
I know it's gonna be like 75 down in Montgomery. That's all. I mean, I don't get why people are so ticked off about that. I would actually perform a warm Christmas. I hate the cold.
I mean, the only reason why I would like having like a cold Christmas is to get out of school. To be for real.
Yeah, I mean, I've been off this whole week, and then I got the week after Christmas. So I guess I'm pretty good. Alright, that Mitchell dude says personal smallest bass. Do you want to answer that one?
A future 10-pounder. I had like a 1 ounce bass.
Yeah, before I started doing, or it was like right when I started doing YouTube videos, I wasn't bringing the camera all the fishing trips I do, but I was fishing a jerk bait on the Coosa River, and I caught a shiner on the middle hook that probably was about 2 inches long. That's
My
probably
personal smallest bass. Only Mitchell is gonna get this. It's as big as Raymond's forehead.
Alright, you guys ask some more questions if you guys are still viewing. We need a little bit more questions. You guys hit us with a whole bunch at one moment.
Yeah. Okay. Someone just DM me on Instagram. What's your top 5 favorite baits for fishing the winter?
Alright, y'all go ahead first. I gotta think about this.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to think about it too a little bit.
Well, let me go ahead.
On the spot. All right. I'll really. I think we've already said this, but like anything slow.
Yeah, true. I'm gonna say it like this. I'm gonna give you 5 good ones.
There's authority. So.
Alright, jerkbait. Dang, like a Texas rig.
Yeah.
I always use a Texas rig with a small, tiny brush hog on. Dang. I like a Ned rig, like a TRD.
Yeah, I've actually never fished that. I want to though.
I like probably a drop shot. One last one. I think I gotta go with another moving bait, like something you can fish slow, like probably a crankbait.
Oh, I guess I'll have to go with the baby brush hog Texas rigged.
Yeah.
Definitely a jerk bait, deep diving crankbait, Carolina rig with a curly tail worm. What's that for? And then just a regular Texas rig Cinco, more than likely.
Yeah, something subtle. I like little finesse worms too.
We got a couple new questions. Dawson James says, "What's a good drop shot worm?" And I don't really have an answer to that. I haven't fished drop shot much.
All right.
So I simply don't know.
Check out baits, Bammin Baits on Instagram, Bammin_baits. I sell some drop shot worms if you want to try them out. And I also would prefer like using like a Berkeley. What is those goat minnows? Like those. I like any like small, like a small minnow bait or like a finesse worm, like a real small finesse worm. I like those like 3.5-inch Seagulls. I wacky rig those on drop shot. So like some small.
I would probably have to go with
long. It doesn't matter.
5-inch robo worm.
Yeah, robo worm. Yeah. I like robo worms.
They're pretty good.
We got Bass in the South says, "Do y'all use salamanders or lizards weightless Texas rig?" And I know a lot of people that fish them. I personally, I don't fish them a lot. I'd rather fish a curly tail worm. I just like a curly tail worm, but that's me.
Personally, I like using those lizards. Texas rig. I use them unpaid.
I just realized I had my grandmother's computer sitting here right beside me, and I've been looking at my phone for the whole thing. So I'm so retarded.
Richard Kozer said, "Give a craziest on-the-water experience."
I've already told one, so I have to think of something else. Oh, I can think of one. You go ahead. You got one.
Alright, I got one. Mine's it's not on the boat, but it's still fishing, so I guess this is gonna count. We were at my friend's neighborhood fishing their pond, and I threw one of my LA jigs out there. Another shout out to LA jigs. And I let it sink to the bottom. I popped it hard one time, and right after I popped it, big chunky bass. At least that fish was probably 3.5 pounds. And I fought him for a couple minutes, got him to the bank, and I was kind of standing there. It's a little bit steep where I was, and I got him to the bank, and he like shook the hook, came off, landed in the water about 3 feet from the bank. I reached out as far as I could with my arm and grabbed the fish and pulled it back to the bank.
My craziest probably like fishing stories, like probably when I was on the boat. I made a video, but I was on the boat and that bass, like, it blew up on it so bad. It was like a 4.5 pounder on the boat, and that thing just came up, like, it jumped in the air and it slung off. I was so mad.
Oh, I remember when we were in Gunnersville. We were frog fishing one morning, and I had this big, probably 3-pound fish blow up on my frog, and my dad was sitting here upside me putting on a young dinger, and I set the hook, and I mean it hit him perfectly, like right on the chest, and he had a bruise the size of my frog on his chest. It was so bad.
All right. Did you see what Mitchell? Oh, never mind. What Davis Oliver said.
Yeah, about the hairline.
Oh my
Where
god.
oh my god, that was so dark.
Shout out to Davis Oliver for saying that.
He doesn't need a new one. He never had one.
That was funny.
All right.
Here we go. This is the setup right here.
Let me see.
Oh, okay. I don't know if you guys saw this or answered it already, but it says also a robo worm. I guess he's referring to the best drop shot worm to use, and he says also a robo worm. I can get you a 50% off on Venom Lure's website. They have jigs, spinnerbaits, buzzbaits, and all the different kinds of soft plastics. He says I'm on the pro staff, so good for you. So, I guess take him up on that.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice. I'm trying to think of some DMs I read earlier today.
Alright, come on. Questions?
DM me for the code if you're interested. You better get that code. I'm serious.
Oh my god. Yeah.
On type of work. Oh my goodness.
Oh my lord.
I
don't care who you are, that was funny.
I haven't seen them on there, but maybe.
Maybe one day, maybe.
Try Walmart, yeah.
They got barbershops in Walmart.
Or Dollar General.
I should do DM.
What about?
Someone said, what editing?
What
Why
editing?
can't people? Why? I just don't get it. How come I'm the only one that gets DMs that people cannot spell? Yeah, it's not the same person, but guess what? They spelled what? W-U-T again. It's not the same person either.
He said, Bass and South said, Bass Pro or Dick's Pro. Dang, I forgot how to say it. Dick's Sporting Goods.
Dick's Sporting Goods. Bass Pro definitely.
Neither. Go to a local tackle shop. That's always what I say. Just go to the local tackle shop. Support local business. When you buy from Bass Pro, okay, you're buying another vacation for Bass Pro CEO Johnny Morris or whatever his name is. I mean, I think it's just smarter to buy from a local business and support them by like paying for the business owner's little girl's dance lessons or something.
To me, it depends. Like, to me, Dick's Sporting Goods has more like sales and stuff like that on a daily basis. But Bass Pro Shops, when they have their sales, I would go get like those tourney. Like, if you're a beginner, I would get a tourney special, or if you're like really getting into bass fishing, I would try one of those pro qualifiers when they're on sale.
Yeah. If I had to choose, I'd probably pick Bass Pro. They have more stuff. It's a little bit more expensive.
Yeah,
I think
but when you get stuff, it'll be more quality.
Yeah,
more
like
quality.
More like when you go and you're getting something from Bass Pro Shops, a local tackle shop could have their stuff in there. They could have that stuff for like a while, and some of their stuff might not be as quality as like getting new packs and stuff. That's constantly getting bought, and they have to put fresh new packs and stuff up.
I'll tell you one thing.
Go ahead. I was just going
As
to
far as rocks and reels goes, there's nothing wrong with ordering one off Amazon. I mean, you can get it for a good $15 less than you will on pretty much anywhere else. I've done that a few times, and it's worked out fine for me.
Yeah. Dawson James said, "What's a good skill that's also a lip gripper?" I like those Rapala touchscreen ones. I mean, they cost about $50, but it's a good deal when you actually think about it.
Yeah, but like you know those Academy brand scales. Oh, I had one of those. I used it, and just recently I'm starting to use it again. I'm gonna get a new one, but Rapala grips for saltwater. You just hook it on there. It basically doesn't weigh anything, and just hook it to the fish, and it's probably maximum is probably only about $30 total after that's tax and all. So it's pretty good. But yeah, I would say the touchscreen Rapala.
I don't even have a scale.
Mitchell, you are funny.
For that Bass Info guy just blowing up my Instagram.
Wait, what?
That Bass Info dude.
Work.
Oh, yeah.
I'll never have too much luck with them. It depends on the time of year when you use a buzz bait.
Yeah,
It
I've
depends on
never
how
had
big
really
the
good
buzz
luck.
bait is. Like when I'm in the pond, I use the small buzz baits.
I've used them a couple times. I haven't had any luck. Mitchell caught a brim on one, actually.
When I'm in the pond, I use like a buzz bait about that big.
Good buzz baits, though. By the way, War Eagle buzz baits.
Yeah, War Eagle buzz baits. I haven't tried one. I'm thinking about getting one soon though.
I hate saying that name, but War Eagle buzz baits are the best ones.
Yeah, I don't like Auburn, but
Seriously.
I like,
Come on, bro.
but I really do like the spinner baits though.
Yeah,
In the buzz
they're
bait.
good products.
Come on, we need some questions. I'm trying to look through here.
Does dabbing have anything to do with fishing? I see Cam Newton doing it all the time.
All the time. Yeah, I've noticed that. Like, people been asking me that because some my friends know that they know. Oh, I like Cam Newton. I can never start talking straight.
Roll Tide.
But they asked me that. I was like, does that have anything to do with fishing? I was like,
Why would that have to do anything with fishing if it's football?
I know, but I mean, I guess you can do that if you like catch a big fish or something's all I can say.
Probably.
I would do it.
Mitchell's not good at dancing.
I would do it if I caught a big fish.
We do it all the time at school, so yeah. We need some questions. My phone's about to go dead, so.
Coleman, do you know how to do the whip?
I ain't trying. No, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, I'm not going to attempt it either.
I need to talk about
Okay, maybe there's a chance I've done it. I've tried to do it before, but I'm not gonna do it on camera.
Talking about Alabama.
Same.
rigs.
Oh, my dad said we should talk about Alabama rigs.
Oh, I'm the person to talk to on that fishing things all the time.
I caught.
I really haven't fished them.
Yeah,
I've caught them a couple times.
I've never fished them anywhere but a pond. I've actually had pretty good luck in a pond with one, and I caught some fish on there. There weren't nothing big that I caught them.
I haven't looked at a fish on the Alabama rig.
Hey,
It was on YouTube.
did y'all see Dawson James Duke on it?
Nope.
He said,
Oh, yeah.
"Look, the Alabama rig. The young one it's got 3 on it, and I think it. I don't remember correctly. I'm pretty sure it's under $10, which is pretty cheap for an Alabama rig.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really Yeah, I don't really buy Alabama rigs. I just get my grandfather to make me a couple. He's really good at making them. So.
I'm looking at this right now. I just looked it up. The young Alabama rig for Dawson, $7.
Or you can go to Academy. They have them on sale all the time.
Yeah, because no one
I like
uses them out here.
You know that Pro Express stuff that Academy
H2
sells?
Express? Yeah, I like H2 Express.
They're cheap and
I get all the crankbaits, hoppers. It don't matter. I just like.
Yeah, the Mitchell guy. He's saying, what's y'all's confidence soft plastics? Mine would have to be the Zoom Baby Brush Hog and Motorola or all that stuff.
Yeah, I love the brush hog too. Like, it doesn't matter what time of the year they always hitting them.
I'll take
I
ribbon tailworms, my favorite.
Man, I'm watching this on this computer and it just froze up and it's loading, trying to load it. I don't know if it's this
It did
computer
that
or not.
I reloaded it and now it's working. Or it appears to be. I don't know.
Bass and South likes Berkeley have it. Pit Boss likes the Berkeley have it. Pit Boss.
Yeah.
I tried it a little bit. I really haven't had any luck with it for real, but I really have fish with it.
That's what Mitchell uses like all the time. He uses Pit Boss pretty much all the time. And Dawson James just said, "What's a good punching setup?"
I got one.
I like tension weights with a snail knot on a flipping hook and with a soft plastic on it. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go over basically. I don't really know. I'm just gonna go over like my whole setup basically. I got a 7. I'm short, but I got a rod that's too long. I got like a 7.6 Vex can rod. It's like one of them off brands. It's like $50, so pretty cheap. I think it's like extra heavy, something like that. With 65-pound spider wire, braids spooled up on a Skit Reef's Victory. Got kind of a fast reel on it, but I got a 6:2 to 1 gear ratio on it. With probably a 1 ounce or 1.5 ounce weight tungsten weight with a VMC flipping hook with a
I got a
Havoc pit balls.
I got a carbon light with probably like 50-pound braid, and I have a Denali rod, like flipping rod.
I've seen those.
And I got it heavy, and I use that.
I see your dad wearing a Denali Denali
Yeah, he's on
sweatshirt.
pro staff with him.
I don't have a punching setup because I have like no money. I'm broke, but I'm getting a flipping setup for Christmas hopefully, and it's gonna be like 7'3" heavy action, and I'm gonna flip with that. I just don't want something extreme long, but if I had to get a punching setup, I'd probably go with the Denali rod, and I like the loose speed spools. That's just my personal preference.
Yeah, I like Denali. They got some strong rods.
I've actually
Yeah.
never used. I actually want to use Denali and Powell rods. Never used them.
Dawson James said, "Have you ever seen Miller punching weights?" I have never seen them.
Never even heard of them. Alright, we need some more questions.
Bass and South said, "Have y'all ever been on the Alabama River?"
It's my home lake, boy. That's what I'm on right now. That's what I'm on right now. I can guide you down here.
Fish there a lot, but
I think I have. Dad, have I ever been on there?
Not on the Alabama River.
No.
On Coosa.
I've been on the Coosa, not the Alabama.
okay.
But yeah, you come down to Miller's Ferry one day, I'll guide you.
All right.
Give a call.
My dad said we're coming up there.
Come back next fall.
All right. There are double-sided weights that are really good for going through pads. That's what Dawson James said. I have to look.
Double-sided weights. What's a one-sided weight?
I don't know. I'm about to look it up real quick on Tackle Warehouse. And I'm going to look up if they have hairlines. Alright. Punching weights. Terminal tackle. Dang.
Alright, we can still answer some questions.
Huh?
When is the time to throw silent baits versus rap?
My dad asked the question. He said, when is it good to throw silent baits and ones with rattling?
I found out, like, on Jordan, for example, I throw silent baits on that lake because, it's clear, and I think that they don't really need to hear it. They can just see it from a good distance. So I would mostly use them in clear water. That's what it just done better for me.
I think that on the Clearwater Lakes, they're already under a lot of pressure, and I think that the sound and all that, I think it just kind of messes them up sometimes and makes them not want to bite.
I think the difference between like winter and summer has a big difference. Like summertime, I throw stuff with rattles because they have more energy. Like the bass have more oxygen they can go to, and they have more energy. And the winter, they're more sluggish and they're lethargic.
Yeah, like I think in the winter, if you're slow rolling a like squirt of a crankbait, I'm thinking that it doesn't put off much sound anyway, because I don't think you're like making it really wobble. So, I may be wrong.
Got another question.
What?
When does the thermocline come into play?
I don't know all about that.
In winter or in the summertime?
The what?
My dad said, like, when does the thermocline come into play in the like winter or the summer?
What's
Got me.
I think it's in the summer because like whenever you're on a lake or something and you see like wood floating on top of the water, that's like the thermocline. Like that's the barometric pressure and stuff like that. I don't know.
Yeah. Bass and South. Go ahead, sir.
I don't know.
It's where the temperature is at prime level and the oxygen content. And if you look at the scanner, you'll see that most of the fish are at that level.
Y'all hear that?
Yeah, I heard it. Your dad's spitting out some knowledge. But Bass and South said it's not really a fishing question, but he says anyone else getting pouring down rain.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
We had a thunderstorm or whatever earlier. I mean, tornado.
Yeah, I don't think it's like torrential downpour down here anymore, but I think it's still raining.
I think it's a front moving through.
Yeah. I think this is the first year I think I really remember it being thundering this much during the fall.
It had like a weird winter this year.
Yeah.
I think
Everybody has, cause like on One Rod One Reel fishing, he's in Maryland and it wasn't even snowing yet.
Yeah, he said it's like
With the
60
fishing.
degrees in there.
It's like it makes fishing weird because it's not how it's supposed to be.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
Ice fishing for real right now.
because I remember like last year the grass around my pond up there where I fish around my house, the grass was basically dead and I was getting the spinning rod out and throwing a drop shot. I'm still throwing like a rattle trap and somewhat moving it fast through there.
Dawson Green said, "What's the best cheap braided line and best cheap fluorocarbon?"
I'll answer that one.
There's no best cheap. There's like no best brand for what.
The cheap is that cigar red label.
But I like that Cigar Red Label fluorocarbon. Cigar Red Label fluorocarbon. And I like that P-line braided line, like the P-line braid, the new one, the TCB.
I'm actually you know, basically the things I use aren't that cheap. My braid is definitely not cheap. I use the spider wire braid, but the fluorocarbon I use is the Berkeley Big Game. It's fairly cheap.
But Tackle Warehouse is having that 25 days of Christmas sale, and you guys can go check out that braid. Like not, I think they are selling braid, but they have braid and fluorocarbon they're selling, and the cigar, and they have it now sale, and they have other fluorocarbon on there.
Well, let me tell you one thing. Like if you got Academy around you, the Academy brand fluorocarbon, it's only about $4 or $5. It's super cheap and it's really good. Like I think I got 1,000 yards, a little over 1,000 yards of fluorocarbon, 12-pound fluorocarbon for like $5. So I'll definitely do that.
What kind of line do you use, Coleman?
Some cheap braid, if you can find it. If you're going to Walmart, Mustad makes some braid, and it's like it was cheaper than the spider wire. It was $12 for 200 yards, and I've been using it for a while, and it's working out pretty good for me. And as far as the fluorocarbon, spider wire Easy Fluoro is what it's called, and it's only $8.99 for like 180 yards, I think.
Bass and South said, "Have y'all heard of the Xenon Purge bait? Big Bassmaster One did a video on it in Q. I have one. I have a Xenon Purge. I tried it. And I like it. The only bad thing is like you have to tune it. I like the H2 Express. The swim baits they have like in a bluegill pattern. I hit a fish in my pond out that. It wasn't small neither.
Yeah, like the place where I fish, I was gonna do a video in the summer, late summer, on the pond that I fish. Like I seriously, every time you go, you catch 2-pound bluegill. So I was gonna do a video on that because you catch a bunch at a time. But yeah, like that H2 Express.
That bluegill.
Yeah, that bluegill color. It works really good in that pond.
Yeah, I like it too.
Like I have a video a couple months ago. I posted in another big pond in my neighborhood, like in the middle. I caught like a 3.5 pounder on it. So I think that was the H2 Express. Okay, guys, we can answer some more questions.
It's turned out better than I thought it would be.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure is. We had like
Some people asking questions.
Yes. My dad said, "What's our favorite scent to use like on our bakes?" I like JJ's Magic.
I used the fairly cheap stuff, like that Spike It
Yeah, I like
stuff.
Spike It too. Like when
That's
I'm
pretty
trying to
good.
when I try to customize my bakes, I use those Spike It markers.
Mm-hmm.
I like those. But if I'm on Lake of them, I use that JJ's Magic. The same thing Luke Master uses.
Yeah. It's kind of
I just
expensive though.
Yeah.
stuff.
Someone I can see my phone from here. I think if I'm reading it right, someone DM'd me. They says, "Do any of you make your own baits?"
I do.
I do. I do. I just made some today.
I want to.
It's actually it's not really expensive, but it's expensive.
It's not bad. It's not as bad as you think it is. Like all you have to do is get some old plastics or something that you like that you want to use, and you can melt them in a cup. Or you could do what I do. Like I buy stuff offline and I make my baits, and I have different colors and stuff I can put inside of it.
Yeah, like that. What's that stuff called? Yeah, you need to do a video on that because I just got some of it for my birthday a couple weeks ago, and I don't know how to use it. And I want to know how to use it.
All right, I'll call you. You got a phone, right?
Yeah.
I'll call you.
Hold on one second. My phone's going off.
Ashton South said, "What's the most bass you've caught in one day?" I've probably caught like 11 or 12.
20 or 30, and they were all small hook.
On my one video, we went pond hopping and caught some good bass. There weren't any small bass. Like they all average around 2.5.
Yeah, I would have rather done that than caught 30 small fish, but you know.
Big Bass Master. One of the dude on his old videos, he used to catch all those bass, but they were small.
Yeah.
All right. Dawson James says, what are some more tips to start a YouTube fishing channel?
First off, you need the camera.
Yeah, you can like if you have an iPhone or phone, like this one, say for instance, just flip it landscape and film with it. For my phone, I can get YouTube capture. Just upload it.
Don't do that. I mean, as soon as you can, you really need to save up for the camera. But also, I'll say, don't film videos in portrait mode for YouTube.
Definitely.
It doesn't show, the angle's horrible. It's just, no, don't do that.
And then also I would start off by getting like a tripod, and don't do what I did, cause that was horrible.
Well, I actually started off with this phone right here on YouTube on my old channel, and I just worked up. And one Christmas, I just looked up and got a cheaper action camera, and it had a couple mounts, and that's where I started, and I worked up to other cameras. So it just takes time. It's definitely it's a patience game. Like you can see, none of us here are really big. We've only been doing it for a few months, so you can't give up. Like say, I've been doing this for nearly a year something, February something, and I'm only like 62 subscribers, but I still haven't quit. That's one thing you gotta know. It's a very, very slow process.
Then you also gotta keep on constantly pumping out videos. You can't have like a couple videos then stop and then get back on and expect to have subscribers.
Wait like 2 months and post something else. And you need to have a plan when you do it. You need to kind of have an idea of the kind of material you're going to be putting out. And before you film videos, have an idea of what kind of things you're going to film, like the little things and stuff. Like John B does a lot of that. JoJo Bars, you'll see him like set down his camera, walk away 30 feet, and go back and get it. People like that kind of stuff for some reason. They think it's cool.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Yeah, don't do like me. Like, well, basically, if I'm away for a couple weeks, I'm normally sick because I get sick real easy. But you know, so that's why I don't post normally. And sometimes I don't have any good ideas, and I don't like to post out garbage, which I normally do. But you know, that's just how it is sometimes.
Zach is checking us out. Shout out to Alabama Outdoorsman. He's cool.
Well, I mean, that's something to get excited about.
All right.
What's your favorite fish to fish for besides bass? Because you keep prepared for bass fish.
All right. My dad just said, say again.
What's your second favorite fish to fish for that prepares you for bass fish?
Crappie.
Yeah, I like crappie fishing too.
Catfishing.
Catfishing is definitely easy.
I like catfishing because it's like some can be finicky, some just take your bait right away.
Sometimes you never know what you're gonna get.
Yeah.
May not be a catfish.
Doing that trout line and stuff.
Turtles.
I like that thing that you put on Instagram. It was that big.
I got one question. This is the last one.
My dad said, one more question. That's the last one.
If you're on a budget and you had 3 baits to pick that you could use year round, and one rod, and what rod and line?
Oh my goodness.
Okay. Well, I sort of did a video on this, but he's kind of going into a little more detail. But 3 baits and 1 rod, is that what he said?
Yep. He said if he had 3 baits, 1 rod, and what line would you pick?
That's good for y'all subscribers that's fishing on a budget and they just starting out and their parents can't, buy them a whole bunch of stuff. That's something that's going to be real good information for these kids.
All right, y'all heard that?
Yeah, I heard it.
All right.
Yeah.
I would have to say it depends what budget you're on, but like I said, you don't have to get name brand stuff. Now, some people think you have to get name brand products to be, a good fisherman. I've actually heard that, like, a couple people are saying, like, why don't you use tungsten all the time? I use these lead weights that you can get for like $1 and something from Academy or Bass Pro, and they work just as fine. They may not be good to the world as these tungstens are, but I would definitely say get a pack of those, like lead weights, 3 ounce, some hooks. Yeah, it just depends, what you're fishing. I would say get some of those, whatever weight you think you're gonna need, and that, whatever I said, yeah, and just get some cheaper hooks, whatever size is gonna fit that, and just get, like, I would say get a Senko, because that's the bait I would use for everything. If all I had was one bait for the rest of my life, I'd definitely use a Senko, because you can fish it on so many different ways, and all that stuff.
I'd say that I would take, for the rod, I'd probably, considering, okay, you're not on an extremely tight budget, but you want to get good products, I would get a 13 fishing almond black tube, 7-foot medium heavy. In my opinion, that's a pretty versatile rod.
Oh crap! You talking a little bit money right there, boy.
That's $99, okay?
$99. You're freaking fishing on a budget. I mean, just depends what's your budget, but good God.
I'm saying you still want a quality product. That's $99. A loose Feedful LFS, that's another $100. So you're $200 now. Okay.
God.
Now for the baits. Baits, I would
Alright,
take.
so $200 sitting right here.
I promise the baits won't be expensive.
If it were me and I was to get a bait caster, I would get American Hero combo.
And a
Right?
pack of Monster.
I'll get American Hero combo. Then I'll get some Suffix monofilament line. My 3 baits will be probably a creature bait, like a brush hog. I'll go to let me see, a moving bait, probably like a rattle trap. Then maybe a jig.
That's what
Yeah,
I take. The jig.
And then
What?
and then I'll get probably some wide gap, extra wide gap hooks. No, maybe I'll change my mind. Probably a Cinco, cause Cinco you could do anything with a Cinco. You can rig it a whole bunch of different ways.
Yeah, I forgot to say my rod and reel and all that. I would probably go with like you can go to Academy and find some of these off-brand bait casting rods or spinning rods and all that. You know, like you don't have to get, like I said, a name brand. You can get Zepco or Shakespeare and all them, and they're fairly cheap. Get rods like $30. That's pretty good. And then I'd probably just go with some off-brand cheap $5 line fluorocarbon, like probably 15-pound test, because you can do almost anything with that.
All right. Bass and Self just said, do y'all like copra baits? They're cheap and great working. I know Coleman said he likes them.
I like their curly tail worms. I have a bunch of packages. I like them. They're pretty good.
What's up, Trey? Team Waggy.
Wait, he's not showing up.
He's on here? Yeah, like, he looks like he's muted.
Something. I don't know, maybe he's trying to get a connection or something.
Yes, he's
I think we can hear him in the background.
I don't know. Alright. Yeah, he's on there now.
He is.
Yeah.
Looks like
Dawson said he likes the copra worm and the electric purple color. You know about that, Coleman?
The what?
The electric
purple color. Oh, I think he's talking about Fire and Ice is the official name of it, and I love it.
Alabama Outdoorsman said he mad because he didn't get invite. He didn't get invited. I don't know if you can get on there or not. What's up, Trey?
Hey, can you guys? Can you hear me?
Can you hear us?
Is it working?
oh, we can see him now.
I don't think
Can you
he
hear me? Can you hear me, guys?
Yeah.
I can.
Okay, I can hear you guys too.
Fire and Ice is my favorite. What?
I like Fire and Ice. It's a good color.
I've never even heard of that. I probably sound like a freaking retard right now, but I've never heard of that.
Go to Walmart and get some. They're cheap at Walmart. I think it's like $2.99 for almost 18 worms or something.
What's some more questions because I can't see.
Y'all, what do y'all like about Trey? Do you like what kind of jerk baits do you like right now?
I like Mega Bass, but those are pretty expensive.
Yeah, they're good crankbaits too. I mean, they're
Yeah.
good crankbaits,
Did
jerkbaits.
you see what
I
happened to JoJo Bars when his friend AP Bass and smacked it?
That was funny.
That it broke like, and he was slapping it. The hook broke off too. I was like,
JoJo Bars, he gets mad when he takes people fishing and they do something.
Dude,
Have you noticed that?
My favorite video from him is when he has that like really expensive reel he just got, and then his buddy drops it in the lake, like
Yeah.
right on shore.
oh yeah. That was a good one. I'm trying to figure out that one. All
What are
right,
you-
we can.
what are you guys' favorite? What do you guys favorite technique for winter fishing?
Like favorite technique, is that what you said? I don't
Yeah,
know.
like-
I'm trying to freaking figure that.
Rig to go to.
I mean,
Texas
where I
rig.
fish, it's pretty hard to fish. So I'd probably just throw a drop shot. You could throw some reaction baits like a spinner bait or like a square bill, but I don't know how much luck. It depends on what lake you're really at.
All right. I really like I like finesse application. Like I like fishing stuff with like a light Texas rig weight.
Yeah,
So-
because the bass, they can be pretty finicky.
Yeah.
All right, so Dawson James says, "What's a good aerator system for a cooler?" For me, my grandfather, he had a Champion a few years ago. He got rid of it, and he actually got a new aerator for that one, and took the old one out. So in my cooler live well, I have it with some pipe and all that. And if you guys want me to do another video on that, I will. Just run over and tell you what about.
Have you guys gone over like your favorite rod and reel companies?
No, not yet.
I like
I have-
Denali Rock, Blues. That's my two.
My favorite, I like Shimano reels and G Loomis rods, but I also like with the reels, I like Abu Garcia, Luz, Daiwa, pretty
Yeah.
much all the big name brands. I could fish them.
For reels,
Oh.
I go with
Have you
Luz, and for the rod, I go with probably Dobbins or 13 fishing.
Oh yeah, I like drifting fishing. But have you guys heard of that new company, Six Gills Fishing? Their reels are good.
Yeah, I've heard of them.
No, I haven't.
Outdoorsman, he's sponsored by them, I'm pretty sure.
He
And a
said,
guy down here is sponsored by him.
mine probably will be Scoot Reese. That's basically all what I use. And then Skeet Reese, Victory Reels, and Luz. Abu Garcia makes some good reels too, so I'll probably just normally use that's what I'll stick to.
Personally, I've never used Abu Garcia reel.
They're really good. I only have one or two, I can't remember, but they're actually really good.
I had a
I
black
used one. It
man,
was, yeah.
and
I had one too.
personally, oh sorry, I personally didn't like it, but yeah.
I had one of them, and it like literally came apart on me. It like the part where the brakes are. Y'all know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
Where
the
you change
magnetic.
I changed it, and it fell off. Just fell
Oh,
off.
That video when you cast it
Yeah.
and it came off.
That was weird. I'm gonna have to get going now. So
Alright, well,
All right.
I
Yeah.
can stay as long as I need to for
Peace
the end of
out,
the whole
bro.
thing.
see y'all.
We'll probably,
I
we'll do another one sometime. We can do it on my channel or whatever on yours. We'll probably just
See.
do another one sometime.
see.
See you,
Alright.
Golden.
All right, guys.
Yeah.
Y'all
I
ask
seen,
me questions.
yeah, I seen this Dawson James. This comment's been up here for a little while. It says what? No, never mind. Like the hush bubbles at Walmart. I was wondering about that. I don't even know what he's referencing or what.
Oh, I know what those are. It's a bubbler like for your for like shad. Like if you're getting something in a bucket, it's like a bucket. It comes with a bucket, and it also has like a little aerator.
Yeah, that makes
And it's
sense.
like if you catch some shad or something, then you can use those on shad or something like that.
Yeah. And then referencing the aerator thing, there's this company everybody uses for their cooler live well. It looks like a pretty good company, but I forgot what it's called though.
Is it Furby?
Talking about Freybill?
No, not that. It's specifically made for cooler live wells.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
It's the
Yeah, it's,
I
I don't know.
can't think of the name.
I can't think of it either.
I know your dad, Trey. I know your dad likes those Sam Rayburn lipless cranks.
Yeah, those are pretty nice. Oh, got the
Shout
blue ones
out.
there.
Shout out. Shout
Those are my
out.
favorite, the blue ones.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Yeah.
See.
Alright, guys. We
you
can
guys have
get
any
some questions. Yeah, hit us up with some questions.
You guys have any questions?
I mean, I guess we can just start dancing some questions around from us three, or even if your dad wants to ask a couple more. My dad, normally he would be sitting right beside me, but asking stupid questions.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
yeah.
you got some more questions?
Alright, he says the white ones are amazing too. Dawson, what are you referencing?
Oh, my dad said, what do you guys like about fish head spin? If you guys ever fished it?
Y'all use oversized blades on them? Y'all change the blades out on them, or y'all use them straight out of the pack?
Yeah, I've actually never fished one. I have, but I haven't really, fished it the way I was just reeling it, screwing around basically. I haven't. And
I fished it
go ahead.
once on Lake Jordan, and I caught that one bass on it. But I really never did anything with it. I was throwing it up like on the edge of the grass and bringing it back.
Yeah, I like it because, well, the company that makes them, like the main company, they have one with a hook guard and then one without. So if you're fishing in a place that doesn't have a lot of timber or like anything that can get snagged on, you can get a better hook set and you won't lose the fish as often as compared to like a spinner bait.
Yeah, Dawson.
I
Dawson,
see.
I like those too.
I seen those like when Noah Pestelli fished them. I don't know if he used a bigger blade or you guys know.
He uses the just a standard blade. It doesn't look like it's bigger to me from the ones I've seen, like in the ones that Strike King makes for Randy Howe, I think's the company. It looks the exact same size to that one as I've seen on video.
Yeah, I thought my dad said he like the pro Casey Ashley, the one that won Bassmaster Classic, said that he used oversized blades on like Ike Live or something like that.
Yeah,
But
he may, because he's got all this access to all that good stuff.
Yeah. The bigger blade's probably better in like more murky water because it'll flash more, so the fish can see it better.
Yeah, and then another trailer that I've seen my grandfather put on. It looks like it catches fish, but on the fish head spin, it's God dang, I can't remember anything. It's a plastic swim bait, and it has the not curves, like little slices in the middle of it. Like it makes it skinny, then it comes to regular size.
oh, you talking about those bands?
Yeah.
It's like a man's swim bait, and it has like a slit straight down the middle of it, and it can open up and then close or something.
Yeah. There's a bunch of swim baits you can put on it.
Yeah, I for like spinnerbait trailers and chatterbait trailers. There's this trailer that Bass Pro Shops makes, and it's like amazing. The tail action, the colors they have is just really good.
Talking about like a sassy shad, I think it's called.
Yeah.
Sassy Sally or something like that.
Oh yeah, have you guys seen the laser eye shad swim baits that Bass Pro makes, BPS makes?
Oh yeah.
Them things are awesome during the fall. Alright guys, we can start answering some questions now. I don't have my phone. I have my phone near me, but it's dead, I think.
Let me see if I can make a post on Instagram real quick. Try to
Oh
get some
yeah,
more people in.
yeah, follow me.
What's your account?
J underscore M underscore B underscore 12.
Okay.
I'm gonna make one for my YouTube one day, but I have a Facebook for that right now.
And what's your YouTube channel?
My
Getting some
YouTube
bass.
channel? Oh,
Oh, mine's Getting Some Bass TV.
mine's AL Bass because it's on here.
Yeah, I got you.
But Dawson, I'm gonna call you out. I tried this today, and it's the best. Trust me, it's the best. I'm gonna call you out on that. I
And
got one question.
if you guys are watching, y'all should go subscribe to all of our YouTube channels.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine's just Team Waggy. YouTube.com/Team Waggy.
Mine's getting some Bass TV.
Mine's is
I can't find yours. Is there a link in the description of the live stream?
Probably not. I don't know.
oh, you trying to find a live stream? What it is?
I'm trying to find Getting Some Bass. I looked it up, but I can't find it.
Yeah, no,
It's not
well,
on. Not on Instagram.
What? No, I'm saying I'm looking at it on YouTube.
You have to spell it right. It's like a capital G, and then all small letters. And then when you get to the S, it's capital. And then when you get to the B, it's capital. And then it's a space in between TV, and then TV is capital. So, yeah, it's weird.
Oh, I found it. I got you.
Yeah, I've had a bunch of people do that to me,
Mhm.
and they don't. When I spell it, they don't get it. So.
Do you know how to change your URL link? Because you can change that to where if you go to youtube.com/GettinSomeBassTV, it'll go to it.
Mine's not like that either.
It's really hard to go get to it. I don't know why YouTube made it like that, but it took me like an hour to do it. Watch. Let me see if you want me to, I can show you guys.
Oh yeah.
You know how
Anthony.
you know how you can show it on the screen, right?
Yeah, you screencast or whatever.
Screen share.
Anthony, someone DM me and tell your dad to ask some more questions.
He's laughing.
Gotta get questions to answer up in here.
That you got any?
Yeah, spinnerbait.
He said, "What do y'all think about spinnerbaits? Like, what do you?"
Spinnerbaits. What application do you do? Double blade or single blade? When is it best to use either one of those?
I would more than likely use a double blade in muddier water. I'd probably use 2 golden blades in muddier water, and then I would have 1 Colorado blade in clear water. That's when I mostly do that.
For nighttime fishing, I use that single. What is it called?
Midnight fish.
Yeah, I just use like a single. I forgot what it's called. Like, it's not an Indiana blade, is it?
That's Colorado.
A single Colorado blade for like nighttime fishing, like a big Colorado blade. Just one. And then for like when I'm fishing in the daytime, like in clear water, I use those 2 silver blade, 2 silver willow leaves. But mostly when I'm fishing in common water, I'll just use one's small. I'll use 1 silver willow leaf and 1 gold.
Oh, Dawson, I see you wanted to know. He says, how stable is your John boat mod? at first, when you get in it, if you have a foot control trolling motor, I would prefer you get used to the boat first before you actually kick the trolling motor because it's going to jerk you. It takes a lot of getting used to. It took me a couple days to get used to the speeds and all that. But if you don't have a foot control trolling motor, it's pretty stable. But once you get used to it, it actually gets really stable. You get used to it, and it doesn't rock as much. You just have to just get used to it basically, but it's actually really stable. And then if you're going to do a mod, I would not take the seating out of the middle and stuff, where the bench things are. Don't take them out because that's where all your flotation is in that boat. So I would not take that out. But after all, it's pretty stable.
Yeah.
Sorry if I just
My
talked to
dad
you
got a
all.
question.
What's up?
What's your favorite cadence for fishing a
What did you
jig?
say?
He said, "What's your favorite like fishing cadence? Like, what do you do like when you're fishing a jig?"
Oh, like how I work it?
Yeah.
I do about 2 or 3 hops, real fast hops, this time of year, and then in the winter, I'll drag it a little and just do 1 hop. But that's basically how I like to fish a jig.
Pretty much the same for me too. It depends what the bass want. So during the day, different times you have to try different things. So you might change the distance of how much you're hopping it or how often you're hopping it, or if you're just gonna drag it and whatnot.
Oh, Dawson is talking to you. He said, "Is there any way to make it more stable?"
Not that I found out. I would put, like, if you're gonna put your cooler live well or your live well to the right side, and that's gonna add a few pounds to it. You want to basically equal that weight on the other side. But how I made it I guess how you could say I made it more stable. Is what I did. I put all my stuff in the back, like my pliers, all of that in the back, storage all in the back, because that basically equaled the weight for me in the front, and it's actually worked out really good. You may not know where I'm coming from, but I've noticed how when I put the battery and all my extra fishing lures in the back, all that heavy stuff in the back, it's made it not rock as much. I don't know what it did, but I've equaled that weight, and I got my live well to my right side, and I'm normally standing on my left side where my trolling motor is, so it doesn't rock as bad anymore. But so yeah, that's basically how I made it more stable. Tell me if that didn't make any sense.
Equal weight distribution.
Okay, so how do you get the screen share going?
It should be like a little icon that pops up on the side screen, the side of your screen. You see it?
Because I'm in the Google Hangouts, like,
That's how I am in too. It's like
and like
do you see like it's like 5 things on the on your
on the
left side?
left.
Yeah, on the left.
Yeah.
Do you see
Hey,
the
Doc.
green?
Oh, I found it. I got you. Yeah, it's the second button. Okay. Let me get to it here.
I got a question.
Like
Clips and no clips on crankbait, or do you use speed clips, or do you just use O-rings, or what type?
you hear that?
What I
Yeah,
didn't
split
understand.
rings or O-rings.
Yeah, he said, do you use the speed clips or do you just tie to your O-rings when you're fishing like crankbaits and stuff?
I just tie
I
directly. It just it. I've noticed. I've tried all that stuff, and tying it directly with a good knot is stronger. Because if you get hung, your snap's gonna break. I guess if you get hung with line too, it's gonna break too. But it makes it swim a little better for me. It does at least. With the snap, it made it go off to the side a little more, and I just didn't like that. So I just tied directly to all my lures.
Mhm. If I'm in a tournament and I know like the exact bait I'm gonna fish, I'll tie directly on. But if I'm pre-fishing and I'm trying to figure out what bait to fish, I'll sometimes use a snap because it's pre-fish, and if you lose the fish, it doesn't matter too much, and you can switch the baits a lot faster. But usually I just tie a Palomar knot directly to the ring if you want to not lose the fish.
Dawson, I've seen your comment. I actually don't know how he could add, how he added foam to the sides of his boat. But I mean, if you think that works, I just don't see how that would work. But if it seems like it works, go at it.
Okay, so I'm sharing my screen now. If you want to take a look.
Okay.
Do you guys see my mouse or whatever?
Yeah.
Okay, so what you're going to do is click your top account and then go to your settings.
But what are we doing now again? I'm so confused.
This is to get that to change your URL, so just do youtube.com/whatever.
So you click your top icon.
Yeah, you click your little dude in the top right. You click the little settings gear button.
Okay.
Are you both there?
Mhm.
Okay, so then under your username, you should see advanced. So click that. And then I'm not sure what your screen says, but mine says you're eligible for a custom URL, but I already did mine. So then you just click claim it here or whatever.
I'll do it after the live stream. So I think I've tried it before. I'll do it after the live stream though.
Yeah, they kind of changed it.
Oh, I got mine now.
Cause like now it sends you to a Google like Plus page.
I got mine now.
So it's AL Bassin.
Yep.
Okay, I just wanted to show you guys that. So
yeah, I'll definitely remember to do that.
Yeah.
Alright guys, we can answer some more questions if you guys are still here.
Dang, it took me off the line.
How late do you think we're gonna go?
I can go as long as I need to.
Probably till 9:30.
What time
Alright,
is it for you guys?
It's
it's
8.
actually 8 here.
Oh, it's 7 for me.
So we'll go till 8:30 for you.
Okay.
Alright, this is referencing me, I guess. Sorry for all the John boat questions, but do you have to have a trailer for a John boat? Yeah, I guess that is referencing me. Dawson, it's actually for me it's a must-have because for putting it in the back of your truck, it's just gonna mess up the truck for one thing, or putting on top of a car, which that would actually be really retarded in my case. But a
Strap it
trailer,
down.
yeah, I mean, good lord, why would you do that? For one thing, if you want to customize it, it's going to add a couple more 100 pounds to it. At least it did mine. But I would definitely buy a trailer. Like, you can go on Craigslist and probably find a John boat. If you don't already have one, find a John boat with a trailer for $500 to $1,000.
That's more trailer in my backyard.
My dad said, he said, where do you live at, Dawson? Because he said he got his trailer in his backyard. Well, in my backyard. When both of our backyards.
Well, he's talking to me or what?
Talking to Dawson.
Dawson.
Oh, him. But, yeah, the trailer is basically a must-have for me, I guess. But it just depends if you want to mess up the bottom of the boat. Go right on ahead. But trailers are about $500. So.
He said he live in Indiana. He said it's too far. Sorry about that, Dawson. I tried.
I tried. Try to get you fishing out there.
Yeah, Dawson, if
I
you
got,
can
got my sponsor.
look up and find a I get you, boy. I get you.
Yeah. No, Monster all the way for me.
Yeah, I don't get to drink them every day, so.
The real question is Gatorade or Powerade when you're fishing.
Oh,
Gator. Woohoo!
I mean,
Oh.
I don't know.
Well, I'll
That's-
have to go Powerade. I like their Powerade Zero.
Yeah, buddy. You're my man.
I like that. Power.
Powerade is.
I got a Powerade Zero in my refrigerator right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I only drink the Powerade Zero.
But yeah, like
Oh,
the regular Powerades, I don't like the regular Powerades. They're not that good. But like if I'm not drinking a Powerade Zero, I'll be drinking a Gatorade.
If I drink a regular Powerade, it's gonna be the blue one.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's the only ones I drink is blue.
Yeah. They're pretty good.
Dawson at Gatorade.
Boy, you don't know
And
what to
then-
talk about.
H2O Gatorade.
Everyone, they have their favorite gas station snack. So when you walk into the gas station before you're about to go fish, what do you guys buy?
I don't know.
Oh Lord, it would probably have to be Powerade Zero, the blue Powerade Zero, and the king size Reese cups. I'm fat, so.
What do
It's
you?
fisherman's life.
What do you like?
Well, it depends on what day it is. So if I want just a quick snack, I'll get like the Jack Links. Like it has like 1/2 cheese, 1/2 like Slim Jim.
Oh my goodness, you are my man. You are my man.
Yeah,
That is
those things
cool.
are delish.
This stuff are good.
And then I'll get
Alabama.
like a hot chocolate as my drink. But one time I was fishing this tournament at Lake Palestine in Texas, and there was this gas station we stopped at in the morning, and they had pizza there, and it was the most delicious like mini pizza I've ever had.
Alabama Outdoorsman says Red Bull. I hate Red Bull.
Red Bull, you have to like acquire the taste.
And plus it's basically like beer, I guess you could say. It's got way too much stuff to give you an animal. I mean, I can barely drink. Well, I mean, I've been drinking Monsters long enough, but, for my age, I would never do a Red Bull.
Yeah. What I find weird is that like I'll go to these tournaments and they have like huge payouts. Like the first place is like a bass boat, like a Ranger, and you'll see guys like the day before the tournament, there's like 6 cans of beer on the parking lot, and they're just drinking, and I'm like, dude, like how are you gonna wake up tomorrow and go fish that tournament?
It's crazy.
Yeah.
A lot of fishermen down here, they drink, but they're responsible about it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
All our friends, they're pretty responsible.
What's your personal biggest bass? Personal best, I meant.
Mine's pretty bad. It's like a 3-pounder.
That's okay. I mean, we all have our differences.
Yeah. Well, I haven't like
Fish on a lake. I ain't never seen you fish in a pond.
what?
I've never seen you fish in a pond before. I want to see you fish in lakes.
Yeah, well, the problem is that I live in New Mexico, and there's like no fishing here at all.
Did you see Jay's face?
Yeah,
Oh. You can drive up to Texas.
that's what I do.
Let's
That's
see fishing.
me and my dad. We fish the Texas Team Trail out there, so we drive all the way out there to fish it. But next May, we're gonna be moving there. That's why I haven't been putting out videos because there's nothing to film here, and I don't want to just put out unboxings and reviews because that's boring.
What's that, Jay?
Jojo Morris posted a video. I figured I'd post that.
He asked a question to us.
No, I was like, he just posted a video.
Oh, I was like, dang, what's he doing here? I
Hey,
Hey,
wish.
I
He,
mean, I had one rod when Real come to comment on a video of mine before.
that's
He
sick.
can have him.
JoJo Bars and Kicking the Bass TV subscribe to my YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And
Noah Pescatelli, he shouted me out on one of his videos. I was like, so happy.
What did he? Oh, shit. Oh yeah, he did that to me.
Yeah.
his dad loves you.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
want to
his.
fish with him. That's one of my goals is just to go out and fish a tournament with him. That'd be so sick.
Yeah.
Okay, this is not really fishing related, but you know how I was talking about the John boat on top of the car?
Yeah.
This guy on this TV show put a freaking Christmas tree on top of a Camaro
Oh my gosh.
and is driving down the road, and he's like a detective.
That's stupid.
No, I saw a motorcycle. I saw a motorcycle with a sidecar, and the Christmas tree was on the sidecar. It was just like,
You guys
what?
got any more questions?
Yeah, we need some more questions. We got a couple people in here.
Yeah, we got.
Alabama Outdoorsman says, I'm not a morning person. It wakes me up before a tourney.
Talking about that. Red.
Yeah.
He's actually on post with me.
He was all like, I have to go, and then he's in the comment section.
Oh, that's two different people.
Oh, yeah, because it's South Alabama Outdoorsman and then Alabama Outdoorsman. Yeah, that messes me up.
It does too, because I was about to say it and then.
Yeah,
Chat.
had to catch yourself.
Yeah.
If he doesn't live in South Alabama, he should just make it like North Alabama Outdoorsman. There should be like a northeast, southeast.
That's what I should do. I should go east out with me.
That's what I am.
Yeah.
You know, we should all change our names. South, North, West, and all that good east and all that. Just be the 4 Alabama people.
Why'd you come up with your name?
A John Boat.
Why did you come up with your name, Team Waggy? That's your last name?
So, yeah, that's my last name. And me and my dad, like, I've pretty much every time I fished, it's been a tournament, which it sounds pretty bad, but I like it. But yeah, we're like a team, so that's pretty much what I named it. I was thinking about changing my name to Team Waggy, like fishing, but I don't know.
Or you should do Waggy Fishing.
But like, me and my dad are like a team.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the way me and my dad are. I mean, me and my grandfather and all of them.
Do you guys have any like bass boats? I don't know.
I got a Triton.
I got a Triton.
Those are sick.
I got a
Yeah.
18 TRX 2016.
Yeah, I got
Dang.
a
We
20.
basically are the same.
I got a 20 TRX 2016.
Dang, you
So-
guys just got these new boats.
Yeah, basically the same boat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a
I
little
have-
thing. I get a new boat almost every year, so I got a little thing going Boyd's Marine in Dothan, Alabama. So, you know, that's where I get my boats
Dang.
from.
That's good, dude. Yeah, well, my dad used to be sponsored by Ranger. He's not now, because, you know, he decided to have a family. So that went like that. But
What?
we have a 2008 Ranger Z21.
That's nice.
That's nice. That's nice.
Yeah.
Z21.
I like
Anthony,
the sorry.
Go ahead. Go
Oh,
ahead.
I like longer boats because there's more room, but when you're trying to get in those narrow like river channels, it's pretty tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it is with us. Our boat, it's nearly 21 feet.
I think a 19 to 20 is like perfect because you have the length, so it's steady in the water, but then you can also fit in those river channels.
Yeah, like my John boat. I mean, I have a smaller deck, but it could fit me and my fishing partner down here easy. So,
Where do you live?
I'm actually at my grandparents right now. They're in Millers Fair, Alabama. They live on the river. So.
I live close to Eufaula. You know, in that video with his brother where he said that chicken place, we talking about that chicken place in his vlog.
Which one?
The vlog where he was talking about that chicken place and he was making fun of it.
Oh yeah, I saw you comment. You said like I'm right next to there.
Yeah, I live like 5 minutes away from that place.
Dang, that's funny.
I mean, if I would have been in the car with him.
I know. Tough
Yeah.
life.
Yeah, I live close to Lake Jordan's, basically the lake I'm at a lot.
Mhm.
I'm going to meet you up there.
Yeah, we need to one day. We need to go like
I'm
next
going up
summer.
there. I'm going up there tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna be I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow. I gotta go back home, and then I bet the next time I'll be down at Jordan will be for the next few months, cause I got Florida riding to do and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, we can chat offline, but there's nobody really doing anything. You're not really asking any questions.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we can go talk offline if you want.
All right. Well,
Well,
I'll
thank
catch you
you.
guys later.
Yeah,
We'll probably be doing another one of these real soon, probably on a different person's channel.
yeah, we'll do like a Christmas special after Christmas on mine, I guess.
Yeah. Show off everything we got.
Yeah.
But we'll catch you guys later. See you guys.
Peace out, people.
And go,
Like mom.
go subscribe to everybody that was on this live chat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
YouTube, Team Waggy. Instagram at Team Waggy. Pretty much everything at Team Waggy. So yeah.
Bassin.
Yeah,
AL
yeah,
underscore Bassin. Go.
My address, Team Waggy.
Yeah.
yeah. And then me getting some Bass TV, and then Instagram, J_M_B_12, and then go hit me up on Facebook, getting some Bass TV.
All right. We'll catch you guys later.